Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. It is part 2 of Decorate With Me, and I will also have the house walkthrough. So I hope you guys get some good ideas and enjoy what I'm doing. I am just going to preference all of this with, since I got a whole bunch of new stuff, I am not as good of a decorator, and what I mean by that is when I know what I have a really good idea of knowing where I want to put things. But when I get new stuff, I don't know where I want to put things. I don't know what everything is going to look like. And so I go back and forth grabbing different things. I normally put everything in a pile right next to me because I know where I want to put everything. But with this table, y'all, and I mean, y'all saw in the last video, back and forth, I'm just so unorganized on my decorating, and that might sound silly. I know that, that's honestly how my mom decorated. She would just go back and forth. But when you are filming, that means you have to cut out a lot of dead space on the film where you just, an example of this table, you just see the table, not me doing anything because I'm running back and forth all over the place. There's one part where I literally stop recording in order to go get candlesticks because it would take me like 5 minutes to do that, and nobody wants to watch 5 minutes of staring at a table, and I didn't want to edit that out. So I'm sitting here editing this thing, and I do like the result of the table, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, I go back and forth so many times. I'm clicking delete, cut on this particular set of filming way more than I regularly do because I just don't know what I want to do when I'm decorating, and so I'm all over the place. I feel like as I'm watching myself that I'm kind of scatterbrained. Let me know if any of you guys are that way, where if you get something new, it kind of throws your decorating vibe or the way you decorate off, and you just have to readjust how you do everything for that moment in decorating. right here, you guys see me looking around, and that is because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, where I want to do it, and I figured out what I wanted to do next at that moment in time. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, normally I would do the kitchen, and honestly, like, I go back and forth and I do this little spot and then I do the kitchen, and I think I film myself doing the kitchen at 3 different moments. So I did not film this part, but I walked around my house looking at what I had and focused really hard on what I thought I would want to put in this area right here. And then I just put it all right there. As you can see, had nothing, and now it has a whole bunch of stuff. Thank you, YouTube magic. And I'm going to try very hard to just use what's in front of me so I'm not walking around all over the place. The one thing that I did know was that I didn't want to decorate the bottom section of this table because Aloria is really into pulling herself up and climbing into spaces. So I didn't want to attract her to this spot by putting things that she believes would be great to play with. So I end up using this tablecloth to actually cover that whole area to keep her mind off of trying to climb in there, and it worked out really well. With these wine glasses, you see they're foggy, and that's just from dust, so I took them to the sink and just rinsed them off with water. You can see here that part of these wine glasses actually detach. They're not supposed to. The glass is held to the metal with a glass glue, but just over the years of using them and washing them, that kind of came loose on two of my glasses. And it's okay, I have the glue to put them back on. I just, since they're here in a china cabinet, never messed with it. But in this scenario, it turned out well because I can use the stand to put those pumpkins on. So, how I like to decorate my trees, whether it's for fall or Christmas, is I kind of do things in this particular order, depending on if I'm going to add all of this. But this is the order I work with. I go with ribbon first, just because it's easier to push it deep into the tree and get it organized before anything else is on. Then if I'm going to have flowers or some other big items, I will do that. With this tree, as I'm actually working on the bottom of the tree, I wrap the flower picks around because since it's such a narrow or pencil type tree and my picks are so large, I can do that. So that was really nice because it filled up a lot of space. I often will start from the top down. So here you can see I did the ribbons from the top, and then I did the top piece. I cannot remember what that's called, but the top of the tree. And then here I am adding the rest of the picks. And this one I wrap around along with the rest. And then after that, I'll add everything else like ornaments or any kind of just decorative things. So that is how I work, and it is for every single tree, kind of trial and error. I often remove and just test things out. This is the first time I've actually wrapped a tree with my picks, and I like the way that turned out. All right, just drop the pumpkins off and go get some more. I do not have a tree skirt that is not in a Christmas box, so I figured I would kind of make something fall autumn-like and do a tree skirt out of leaves and pumpkins, and then that is also completely safe if both of my kids try to play with them. Alright, y'all, it's time for a quick walkthrough. I did do several different things in the house that y'all did not see because I didn't film them. Also, pretty much everything other than what I showed y'all in last week's video of my haul is either from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. So back in the day, I really didn't do a wide variety of shopping, so that is where most of my decorations are, and I have accumulated them over the years, so a lot of them, unfortunately, you can no longer find if you were looking for them. I am also going to show you guys what some of this stuff looks like at night when it's all lit up. I originally had the iron orange pumpkin on the floor here, but Aloria kept crawling over to it and playing with it, knocking it over, so I just put it up next to the lantern. Not my favorite place, but that's where it's gonna stay this year. Alright, so that is what my house currently looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this decorate with me as well as the walkthrough. Remember that my next two videos for the next 2 weeks will actually not have my fall decor in it, just because of how much I've been doing around the house and filming, but I did want to get this out to you guys so that y'all could just see what I had going on, and it didn't look like I had fall up for about 2-3 weeks before I ended up decorating for Christmas. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!